And we're back on the 540 show. This is the local flavor segment. As always, I'm with my guy Thomas.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
And we have a special guest in studio. You heard his music in the first segment coming in, and this is his music again. How's it going? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What up, what up, what up? It's your man, Sir Wann, S-I-R, representing Berg at the moment right now. We up here at the 540 show.
Tight,
Get
man.
it.
Tight, man. Hey, well, thank you, man, for coming through, man. I know we talked a couple weeks ago about getting you in here. Very glad that you were able to came through and really make this happen. Really excited. This is a dude that you guys are going to see a lot of here in the future. We're going to do a lot of good future plans with him. He's got a lot of cool artists, a lot of cool things going on with his business, going on with his music. So we're going to just jump straight into this thing, man. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about what you do business and otherwise?
All right. Again, my name is Sir Wann. Originally, I'm from Long Island, New York.
Hey.
Right now, residing out in Fredericksburg, VA. And what I do a little bit is I'm a recording artist. I make music, I songwrite, perform. I also put together shows over at the Catalyst Underground. I am the host of that over at Catalyst Media Center of Jefferson Davis Highway. Everybody in Fredericksburg know what that's about. Right now, we actually got a lot of things going on. But, a young entrepreneur in the making. That's what I'm trying to do, you know what I mean? I want to provide some opportunity out here as I'm getting provided this opportunity as well.
Hell yeah, I respect that. We definitely understand that,
Yeah,
too. That's
absolutely,
kinda,
man.
yeah.
We know how it is to try to take nothing, turn it into something. Just hustle and grind, man. One foot in
man.
front of the other every single time,
So
man.
what inspired you to start this business up? What's your background, everything like that? What brought you here?
Well, what brought me here is I used to just really love music, and as I still do today. But I just fell in love with music at a young age. Everything about it, you know what I mean.
Who'd you listen to growing up?
A couple different guys. Nas was one of my favorites.
Yep.
Fab, one of my today guy favorites. Of the new guys, I like some of the new dudes. You know what I mean? But it's a different type of. I'm about vibes. You know what I mean? We talked about that previous to started the show. I'm about vibes, and vibes is what moves me. Vibes is what moves people's feelings. And it's about creating that feeling, whether it's a negative feeling, whether it makes you feel good, whether it makes you remember something, a different time, whatever that may be. It's aspirational.
And I could tell from the way that you're describing it that that's what makes the name of your new project very prevalent. Why don't you tell everybody what the name of that new project is?
Oh, man, the name of my new project is Learn to Surf, and we don't have a date on that just yet, but Learn to Surf, it's all about, it's a way of me branding as well as preparing people for what's to come.
Okay.
The surf represents the wave. The wave is just the vibe. So it's like catch my wave, learn to surf. I am Sir Wann, S-I-R. That's what we're using this title, playing on words a little bit as opposed to the traditional way of spelling surf. Because I don't surf, but grab a board, you know what I mean?
Why not? Learn how, catch it, catch the wave.
Yeah, it makes sense to me, you know what I mean? Because you got to teach them how to do it, you can't just hand it to them.
Everybody don't know how to do it, and that's okay, that's okay.
I like that a lot. That's a really cool concept. How'd you come up with that? That's something that just came to you, or something you collaborated with somebody with, or just that was all you?
It was an idea I came up with. I had just this vision of branding myself, and I knew the whole wave thing was what I was trying to push. I felt like everything that you're a part of, the 540 show, here we go with this wave, catch the wave, you know what I mean?
Catch the wave on the 540 show.
Stay tuned, because it's all about a vibe, you know what I'm saying? Y'all provide an opportunity for something that didn't exist. When artists come together or artists do music, you got a perfect example with DJ Khaled. He's a vibe. You might want to catch that wave. You know what I'm saying? Whoever paid attention to that, shout out to Fat Joe and everybody who put DJ Khaled on, because y'all seen that wave early. It's about getting hip to it, because in this music thing, the biggest thing is faith, having faith and believing in faith, ultimately. That's a big part in this, because there's people who believe in you. You may not understand why they believe in you. Right. I mean, that's not for you to understand. Your job is to continue to make them believe.
Or on the opposite, people who don't believe in you.
Exactly. But then that's the double-edged sword the game we play.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like the side of the game y'all trying to play, though. That's real cool. Like, get with the vibe that's going on, and stop trying to act like it ain't there, like it doesn't exist, because there's definitely a vibe. I get what you're saying.
You can't ignore it. You can't ignore it.
Yeah, I definitely get that.
Man. So when working with other artists, why don't you tell me a little bit about your promoting and your hosting of events a little bit? When you're doing that, what's generally the first thing you have to do when starting to promote events? And when you do that, what can these artists that work with you, what can they get? What do they benefit from working with you?
Okay. To answer that first part of your question, one of the first things I think Well, I like doing when I first go into starting to do shows is figuring out what's the direction I'm trying to take the next show and capitalizing.
So you're thinking on the next show while you're planning this show.
I'm already planning this show because it's about capitalizing off of what you've already built.
Yep.
The momentum is there.
Right.
You could just let it fizzle out, or you could
take it
and bounce off of it. And it could work either way, but it's about, your vision and that faith word we talked about earlier, believing in, just having faith, having true faith. And when it seems like it's all over, you're like, nah, man, this is gonna work.
Right.
So ultimately, it comes down to just figuring out what direction you want to take it in. Once you figure out that direction, it just gets kind of easier.
Okay.
As you go along, because now you know what lane you're jumping in. You know where to go for the artist. You know what I'm saying? Where to reach out to. Even as far as like examples of me and the way we connected. You know what I mean? Just like that. That's how it happens.
Right.
Off of but
that was very vibey. That was reach out. That stick your hand down. The other man's like, you know what I'm saying? We linked up, got together.
Different.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there's a lot of that blind faith and trust in the process that goes on because, the return investment's great, but you always got to trust the process that's going to be there at the end.
Yep, but you want to know the thing that I've seen is it gets so easy to just kind of, ignore it because of what's so much that's happening. And if this is your vision, if you want that, and this is where you are, it's going to be tough to obtain that because you don't really believe in what you're already doing. Yeah. When goes back to seeing the next show while we're already here at this show.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If you might miss that, you don't want to blind yourself to it. And it's easy because there's so many distractions out here, especially once once you get hot, you got that single, everybody hitting you like, yo, come that. Now they pulling you left and right.
Right. Then you got people you haven't heard from in a while reaching out. Man, let me tell you, trust me, we going through it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We understand what you're talking about. So, but the second part of that question, what do these artists get? What do they benefit from working with you?
I think the biggest thing that I can offer an artist is vision. I want to be careful with what I'm saying because it's important that as artists we understand what we're getting from each other when we come together and work because the lines can get blurred so quickly with everything that's happening with the internet, with how quickly people blow up, with how quickly things just take off, unexpectedly.
Yep.
You can plan this, but you have to plan for the unexpected.
Absolutely.
So I think it's very important that artists understand what we can offer one another. And I think one of the biggest things I offer artists, to get to your question, is vision. You know what I mean? I believe in vision. I have vision. I like to believe I have vision.
Right. I can tell you have vision just by the way you speak.
Appreciate that. I appreciate that. Definitely. But it's more so... That's the thing with every artist. We all have vision. It's just understanding each other's vision.
Sure.
Why you two are able to work together is because he understands your vision and vice versa.
That's right. Yep. That's right. Absolutely.
As simple as that.
Perfect.
And it's tough to get to that point. This wasn't easy.
Well, you have to open your mind. You have to open your mind. You have to be willing to accept certain things you might not have accepted before, compromise in areas you might not really want to compromise in. Yeah. Just catching that vibe, man. Catching that wave.
Catch that wave, man.
We're bringing it all the way back
wave,
in to catching the wave. That's what's up, man. Yeah. That's what's up. So where do you have, what plans do you have for your business in the future? For your music, for your promotion, or you're promoting, shows and events and stuff. What plans do you have to propel off in the future?
Plans for the future are things like I definitely want to take this to another level.
Yeah.
Planning to release new music like in the immediate future. In the
and real quick, where can everybody find you online? Just so everybody knows where to get you at.
Everybody needs
to pop this on the screen.
You know what I'm saying? We can check this out at SoundCloud. Check me out, Sir Wann. That's SIR space WANN. You can find me on Twitter at the one Sir Wann. You can find me on Instagram at s.eye.r. And this is where we are and everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Catch me at Catalyst Underground. We got a show coming up this weekend, actually.
Yep.
To get into your question, it's actually called Summer Playlists. I partnered with Virginia Got Now. This is just a transition off of what we've already built. Exactly what this interview here is about. It's just a taste. You know what I mean? We're here to give people just a little bit.
Just a little bit of
what's to come. Because when you meet a new artist, everything off the back you may not get.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You may, whether it's understanding them, whether it's, how they even interact, how they live daily. You know what I mean? But in this age, it is ways of doing it. You know, it's just figuring out, like you said, once you catch that vibe, tough to come out that zone.
Absolutely.
And I see so much potential out here in just artists from the local area, from the underground main circuit scene. You know, we just got the XXL freshman cover. That's another conversation for maybe another show.
Yeah,
but
we can talk about that all, man.
I actually did see that today.
You know?
Oh, man.
Yeah,
but I mean, listen. And when I say, whoa, I don't want you to take it as like, yo, he up here. Nah, like, where I come from a different era in music.
Right.
And like I said, I'm about vibes. I respect these new guys. One of the guys who make it is actually an artist who I think got some dope bars. That Kyle guy. Triple X Tenacious, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm saying his name wrong, but you know, shout out to Kamaya, the only female on that list. It's, you know, things are definitely happening out here, and I can respect them. But as far as my plans, my vision, you know what I'm saying? If just to say, if I was in control of this, that might not be my XXL freshman cover list. You know what I mean? And that's really just how what I'm thinking about it as, and the only way I can explain it. I can't dispute it, you know what I'm saying? That's opinionated, and
that's
whatever. You know what I'm saying? Congrats to them, because I can only hope to be
exactly.
Where they are.
I was gonna say that. I can only hope.
They didn't ask to be on the list, but at the same time, you got the right to dispute the list. I mean, that's what makes for good podcasting.
I mean, it's hip hop. Yeah. I think that's definitely, it's good for conversation, and you know, and that's what I think it's ultimately we can get to from what we're doing with things like this, from what we're doing with Catalyst Underground. We got summer playlists coming up this weekend.
And shout out to Catalyst, man. Shout out to the show you got coming out with this weekend. I'm gonna be out there, man. That's gonna be a lit show. Shout out Sinbad. Shout out Ja P. It's gonna be
yeah, man. It's gonna be crazy, man. Shout out to Ja P. Shout out to everybody over in Virginia Got Now. Shout out to Era Hardaway. Shout out to Wolfgang Pauly. Shout out to Eon. Cuckoo Kells, Soup Dupe. We got so many people on it. Anybody I forgot? Sinbad. Like, that new joint you and him got is crazy,
man.
Bro.
Hey, check that video, man.
Hydro.
Yeah, Hydro.
Man.
That thing's coming out, man. Look, whole time we got a secret little tape that's going up dropping a bomb on people around here. You know, we work in silent. We work real quietly, and when it's time to come out and make some noise, that's what we like to do, man.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all peeped that preview of that video, but
peep that joint, Hydro. But hey, we out here talking about you. If you would ever like to collaborate, man, on some music, bro, please hit me up, man. I would love to work with you, man. You too, my brother.
Y'all gotta get down to the studio too.
Yeah. Man.
And come through and just hang out. Just come see how we living, man.
We gonna be hanging out. We got everybody in here today. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Phantom, the whole squad in the building. That's DTV, the label. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my fam Crown Table back at home. Shout out to the whole Fredericksburg, LI, stand up. We here right now.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, that's dope, man. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this part of the local flavor segment featuring my man, Sir Wann. Hey, it's been a pleasure having you in studio,
man.
Thanks
for coming in.
Thank you very much. This was a great interview. Is there anything you want to tell the listeners before we cut out?
Just stay tuned, man. You know, I got a lot of music coming weekly. We dropping new stuff. I just dropped a freestyle last week. You Sir Him and Her on SoundCloud. Check that out, Sir Wann. Make sure you stay tuned to everything we got coming. Learn to surf. Catch the wave.
Dope, man. We're going to come back with you to a second part, real short on the local flavor when we come right back.
Oh.